What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, and here I am in my local comic book shop, Bases Cards and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, to bring you all my comic book pull list. Now, if you guys don't know what a comic book pull list is, there should be a video linked right up here where you can go and learn more about that, or if you're watching this premiere on Facebook, it will be down in the description of this video. So getting started right off the bat, I'm going to let you guys know there should be a video up on my YouTube channel here soon enough already, reviewing Ant-Man issue number 1. This is a new series out there being published by Marvel Comics. Obviously, it's Ant-Man. Come on now. Being written by Zeb Wells. So that review should be here over on the YouTube channel already, or here on the YouTube channel, depending on where you're watching this video, already for you to check out. So make sure you go check that out and let me know what you think about that. Now, as I say all the time, you guys should get out and support your local comic book shop. There are plenty of reasons to. In case you can't see here, my comic book shop has more than just comics. They also got action figures. There's posters up there you can't see. They got all kinds of other cool stuff here, and your local comic book shop probably does as well. But if you're just newer getting into comics, you don't know what to buy, sometimes it's great because some of these different publishers do put out some of these great books like Marvel here with their True Believers line that are only $1. This is only $1. This, what is this? Tales of Suspense. And this is introducing Pepper Potts and Happy Hogan. So, you know, if you don't know where to start, hey, you can't beat it for $1. And plus, like I said, Marvel seems to do these Marvel True Believers that are just $1. DC does their dollar comics. Image has Image Firsts. And I think there's other companies out there that do them as well. And, you know, you should also make sure you pay attention at your local comic book shop. Soon will be new comic or free comic book day, and I believe that's coming up on May 2nd this year. So hey, you might want to make sure that you go check that out. Now, getting into the rest of my comic book list, I have here Savage Avengers issue number 0. Now, guys, I am a little behind on the Savage Avengers storyline here. This one's in issue number 0. The last one we've seen was issue number 9. I'm interested in this one because of what I read in the solicits about this particular book, having something, maybe a little bit of crossover to the XMen here. I don't know. They mentioned Krakoa in the solicits, so I'm interested to find out what's going on here with the Savage Avengers. Savage Avengers being written by Jerry Dugan. It's actually been a pretty decent run as far as I've gotten into it. So I can't wait to read this and check it out and see what it has to do with. Is it going to be crossing over into the mutants in Krakoa? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Now, the next one I have here on my comic book pull list is, you guys know I don't read much Star Wars, but we've got Star Wars Darth Vader issue number 1. I believe this is probably only going to be a 5-issue miniseries. I could be wrong, but check out that cover by Lee Inyuk. He just does some sick covers. I like the cover because he did it in the first place, but plus, this is an issue number 1, you know, Darth Vader, Star Wars. Hey, why not? How can you go wrong there, right? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. The next one I got here is one that the review should be posted up here over on the YouTube channel as well if you're watching this on Facebook already as well, and that's X-Men and Fantastic Four issue number 1. Guys, I don't even want to get into this right now. This is my pull list, so you guys should probably make sure that you go check out the review that I already have posted for this book. You might want to check it out. That's all I'm gonna say. And take a look at that cover. I got this variant cover as well. That's just a beautiful cover right there. I don't know. If you ask me, I like that cover a little bit better than just the regular one that they had. Now, the next one that you will also find over there already done is Marauders issue number 7. Another one of the Dawn of X titles, spinning out of Jonathan Hickman's reboot of the X-Men in the Marvel Universe in House of X and Powers of X. And what do I need to say about Marauders? I just go watch the reviews. Just go watch the reviews, guys. Just go watch the reviews, because you guys saw my review for issue number 6 last week, right? Or a couple weeks ago. Man, I'm telling you, Marauders, they're doing something right over there. Jerry Dugan, the same guy writing Savage Avengers, doing a really good job here with Marauders. Now, there are little, as much as I love it, there are little nitpicks that I have about it, but altogether, Marauders has been really, really solid. Definitely my favorite, second favorite book out of the Dawn of X titles. The first one being X-Force, of course. How could you not say X-Force? The next one I have here is Swordmaster issue number 8. Now, this one right here, I need to bring you guys some reviews on these. I'm caught up on this series. I've been reading it. Swordmaster, pretty good series. I have a few things that I want to say about this series, but definitely nothing wrong going on here. I've liked the series so far, and I'll talk more about that in a review. But yeah, this to me, I think the trade paperback is actually coming out this week as well for Swordmaster. And if you haven't been keeping up with Swordmaster, maybe check out the trade paperback, because I do feel that the trade paperback is a better format for a book like Swordmaster, and probably even Arrow as well. They've been good, but just even the way I read them, I was like, the first couple I read single issues, and I was like, okay, and then I fell behind, and then I caught up on the last 4 issues after that, and I got caught up. I was like, these make a much more interesting read in that collected trade. So make sure you get out there and check that out. Now the next one I have here is Black Cat issue number 9, and I got the J. Scott Campbell regular cover, and I also got this alternate cover as well. I don't know, something just about that Gwen Stacy cover. I just like it. I'm covering her up there. I just liked it, so I went ahead and picked up both of these covers. So naturally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway for a copy of Black Cat issue number 9. What you got to do to get entered into that giveaway is you're going to have to go over to the reviews that I did on Marauders and leave a comment in that video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Leave a comment in that video to get entered into that contest for that giveaway. And that's all I've got for my Marvel pull list this week, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on into DC. And yes, guys, I have a DC book this week. We're going to start off here with Justice League issue number 40. Now, I know what you're saying to yourself. You're saying to yourself, Trinity, why would you be buying Justice League number 40 if you haven't even read the other 39? Well, I'll tell you it's right there. Right there. Okay, see that name right there? Robert Venditti is coming over here to write Justice League now. It's starting off issue number 40 with him writing. And I've really largely only read Deceased and Hawkman out of DC here recently. And I've really enjoyed Hawkman. I enjoyed what Venditti did with the Hawkman character and what he's been doing. So I figured when this came out, since I haven't been keeping up with it, maybe I'll just go ahead and jump in on issue number 40 and see how this series is, and let you guys know a little bit more about that. So look forward to a review of this coming up on the channel very soon, because I'm not really into this, I'm not really into this world, so I guess we'll see how it is. Like I said, go make sure that you subscribe to the channel and check out that review. Now, the next one I have here, that's all I have for DC. I'm going to go ahead and move into small press publishers. The next one I have here is on Aftershock Comics, one of my favorite comic book publishers out there. This is a new one called The Man Who Effed Up Time, issue number 1. I've been waiting for this one for a couple of months now, because the solicits come out, 2 months back, so they're a couple months ahead. So I would have learned about this one back in December, probably talked about it in my video that I did about the new comic solicits. But this one sounded pretty interesting. It's on Aftershock Comics. I'm gonna give it a shot, give it a read. It's being written by John Layman. It looks like John Layman is the writer here. Writer and co-creator. Carl Mostert is the artist and co-creator as well. So, I don't know. Sounds interesting. The Man Who Effed Up Time. So, I don't know. Just that title in itself was kind of thought-provoking to me. The next one I have here, it's not new this week. It actually came out, I believe, last week. But, for whatever reason, it didn't come in. That's on Cave Pictures Publishing. That's Shapes, issue number 3. Guys, this book is a little more geared towards younger audiences, and it's especially if you have some kids who are gamers or anything like that, they might be into this one. This kid has kind of been stuck and sucked into this video game, and that's kind of the world he's living in now. But if things go awry in this video game, it can affect the real world. So it has some real world implications, just some mysterious things going on with him and his family as well. Pretty cool book so far. I can't wait to read this one and bring you guys a review of that. Now, the next one I have here is on IDW Publishing, and this is issue number 4 of 4, and that's Napoleon Dynamite, issue number 4. I'm sure you can probably barely see that cover there, because it is kind of dark. They had another alternate cover as well that I thought was kind of funny. It looked like a video game version, or maybe Atari version of when we see, like, Uncle Rico, back at his van, and he's sitting there chucking steaks at Napoleon and and Pedro as they're riding down the street. I don't know. I've got to do some reviews on these Napoleon Dynamite books as well. But hey, it's Napoleon Dynamite. There was only 4 issues, so hey, I got it. What can I say? I got it. Now, the last one I have here is by my favorite comic book publisher out there, guys. You guys know how much I love Vault Comics, and that's going to be Money Shot issue number 4. Now, if I'm not wrong, if you haven't picked this up at your local comic book shop and they're out of previous copies, they did just release issues 1 through 3, second copies of those, second runs of those as well. Money Shot has been a hilarious read. It's more perverse, it's more adult-oriented. All these, because basically these scientists are crowdfunding their scientific endeavors by going out into space and having sex with aliens. So yeah, there's that. Take that into account. I guess you could say maybe it's Zack and Miri make a porno meets Star Trek, kind of. I don't know. It's been pretty funny. I've really enjoyed this book. But that's all I have for my comic books this week, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list, and what of these books would you like to see me do more reviews of here on the channel, or even talk about more on the Trailer Park Live this Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But that's all I have, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, and all of that good stuff. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't, although that's just weird. It's just comic book pull list. But while you're at it, make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Get out and support your local comic book shop just like I am mine, and that's Bases Cards and Comics right here in Lancaster, California. Come on, get out and support them, guys. Read some great comics. And if there's any you want me to talk about, want me to read, let me know. Let me know that in the comments below. You all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Later.